Kelly, just
Good
make yourself
afternoon,
known
Chair.
to us.
Excuse me, Chair. Good afternoon. This is the court,
Yes, sir.
and I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We will now convene this meeting of the Illinois Board of Review for today, September 24th, 23rd. Thank you. Just several preliminary matters before we get started. This is a formal hearing with the court reporter, all our conversations are being recorded. So those of you who are joining us virtually, please be mindful of the fact that you cannot speak while someone else is speaking. We need to make a clear record of these proceedings. So just be aware that everyone will be given an opportunity to represent their case. So just be patient with us. Secondly, we're going to shortly hear from the law department, and they will provide us with a list of non-contested preliminary matters that have been resolved in some cases or being continued. If your name and or address is noted and the term moot or moot complied is put on the record by the law department, that means your matter is done for today and you can leave and go about your day. However, this is a public hearing, so you're also permitted to stay if you'd like. Also, very important, because this is a formal hearing as if you were in a courtroom, if you're in your home, please, no eating, sleeping, reclining in your bed or your easing chair, must be dressed properly and be attentive and engaged in the proceedings. Gentlemen are asked to remove their hats, both in this room and on screen. This is as formal as it gets. And so we will also not hear your case if you are in a vehicle and you are moving. You must be parked in a safe place or else we will not hear your case. So we will begin with hearing from the law department on non-contested matters. Just one moment. I just want to make sure Ms. Penn is, she's is? Oh, she's not showing up on our, okay. All right. I'm only getting 3 people here, but okay.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon.
So starting with number 1, 2020-1331, 520 Queen Street, appellant Gerald Boyce, doing business as MEB Plumbing LLC. That's moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 4, 2024-2329, 1632 South 21st Street, Carmela Miller. I'm not sure if Mr. Denenberg is on the call. He is appellant's counsel in this case. He requested a continuance yesterday. I understand this is marked as must be tried.
Yes.
It's
What is
the
the city's position?
The city's unopposed. It's a Jewish holiday, Rosh Hashanah. He informed us
That's
the
okay.
basis of the continuance, so we don't have any objection.
Okay. All right. Given that, we will continue this matter. The requirement of must be tried will continue to apply.
Understood. Next is number 5, 2024-3187, 6133 Pine Street, Moonsif Hinney. That's an agreement for a city affirm $150 fine.
City affirm $150?
Correct.
Thank you.
Number 6, 2024-3354, 6137 Woodland Avenue, Chung Shin, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 7, 2024-3368, 2718 South Sheridan Street, Roberta C. Townsend. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 8, 2024-3403, 2604 Mifflin Street, Anthony Negri. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 9, 2024-3406, 1130 North Bodine Street, Edward Williams Jr. and Lisa Charneski. That's moot, issued in error.
Okay, thank you.
Number 10, 2024-3418, 650 Fairmount Avenue, Pelco Builders, Inc. That's appellant's continuance request. The city's not opposed.
Okay, this is second listing for this one, 10 through 13.
Correct.
Okay, and the city's not contesting that request?
That's correct.
Okay, again, this is second listing, so we will mark it as must be tried.
Understood.
So, hello, I'm sorry to interrupt. I am representing Peter Bryant for Pelco.
Okay,
So,
wait a minute, your name
My name is Denise Graff,
and you're with the law firm?
Dilworth Paxson.
Okay,
So I think, so Peter is not receiving notices. There is a different attorney listed on this. After this proceeding, I'll address that, but that's the reason for the continuance request. We weren't aware of the first nor the second.
so let me ask you this. Alexander F. Barth, is he with your firm?
He is not.
And the appellant changed counsel after the initial application? Is that what
I
happened?
believe that's what happened.
And did anyone from your firm enter their appearance at any point?
So that must not have happened or. we would be
Okay.
receiving Notices.
Right, so must be tried next time. You need to be on top of those details.
Okay.
Okay,
Noted.
all right. Let's put the individual cases on the record. You have to
Absolutely.
repeat each one.
Number 10, 2024, 3481, or excuse me, 3418, 650 Fairmount Avenue, Pelco Builders, Inc. Number 11, 2024-3419, 650 Fairmount Avenue, Pelco Builders, Inc. Number 12, 2024-3420, 650 Fairmount Ave, Pelco Builders, Inc. And number 13, 2024-3421, 650 Fairmount Ave, Pelco Builders, Inc.
Thank you. And all those matters will be noted as continued, but with the caveat, they must be tried at the next listing.
Excuse me, Chairman Woodson,
Yes.
can we make sure that they submitted in writing the entry of appearance, not just what was said right now?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm asking counsel for the appellant to have a written appearance.
Correct.
Thank you.
Next is number 14, 2024-3422, 544 South 52nd Street, CU Properties LLC. That's so appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Okay, is the appellant present? You don't believe so?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we will grant that, but must be tried.
Lynn Huber, Board Counsel, Chairman Woodson, this is one where I believe there needs to be an attorney. I believe there's an LLC.
That's the appellant's name. I'm not sure about the violation, but the appellant at least is an LLC, yeah.
Okay,
Next is number 16, 2024-3489, 7049 Gillespie Street, Gillespie Partnership LLC. That's an agreement for a city affirm $150 fine.
thank you.
Number 17, 2024-3618, 1215 West Somerset Street, Gregory Burrows. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Next is number 19, 2024-4540, 2636 East Allegheny Avenue, Barry Neff. That's a appellant's continuance request, no objection from the city.
Okay, this is the first listing, so the continuance is granted.
Number 20, 2024-4544, 6720 Trinity Street, Gina Battaglini, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 21 and 22 are going to be the same. HA 2024-4547, 1801 West Albanus Street, Gregory Sampson, and 22 HA 2024-4548, 1801 West Albanus Street, Gregory Sampson. That's appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city. I believe that was administratively continued. maybe a
Okay,
week or
those
two ago.
matters will be noted as continued.
Thank you. Number 23, 2024-4562, 5961 North Lawrence Street, Simon Tan, moot.
Moot, thank you.
Number 24, 2024-4567, 8651 Thurin Avenue, Javette Williams, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 25, 2024-4574, 8140 Forest Avenue, Jonathan G. Perry Senior and Lydia D. Perry, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 26, 2024-4594, 6410 Rising Sun Avenue, Kristen Gibbons. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 28, 2024-4619, 1804 North 27th Street, Jeff Merriman. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number-
Excuse me.
Who's
I'm
speaking?
sorry. My name is Javette Williams, for 8651 Thorvine. I just need to have the understanding what the compliant mean, please.
That's number 24. Ma'am, did you hear my preliminary comments that if you have a question regarding moot and moot compliant, and actually, I probably didn't say this. There is a distinction between a moot case and a
I'm
moot
sorry.
compliant case. If you need to know the difference, call the office. The administrator will explain it to you. In the meantime, if your matter is noted as such, you're done for today. There will not be a hearing on your matter. It's resolved, and you can go about your day. Okay?
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay, I just want to have an understanding, sir. My apologies.
no, I'm just saying if you need more of a definition, call the office. The administrator there will explain it to you, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Okay, let's continue.
Next is number 29, 2024-4623, 5213 Grays Avenue, Grays and Grays LLC. That's appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Okay, that matter will be continued.
Number 32, 2024-4634, 105 East Duval Street, Thomas Barrett, moot.
Moot, thank you.
Number 34, 2024-4640, 2112 Ridge Avenue, Scott Evans, DBA Daniel J. Keating Company. That's been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 36, 2024-4644, 1701 Mount Vernon Street, Kyrie Simmons. That's appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Okay, that matter is continued.
Number 39, 2024-4699, 4316 Teasdale Street, Karen Bradley, moot.
Thank you.
Number 42, 2024-4707, 9429 Lansford Street, Dennis Jacob, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 45, 2024-4717, 1601 South 17th Street, Cosimo Tricarica, agreement, city affirm, $1,000 fine.
Thank you.
Number 46, 2024-4732, 1731 North Stillman Street, Menelik Murray, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 48, 2024-4757, 102 East Mermaid Lane, Mermaid East Associates LLC. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a 6-month stay of enforcement.
6-month stay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Number 49, 2024-4781, 7512 Castor Avenue, Mateus Giacouli, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 50, 2024-4869, 1653 East Tulpehocken Street, Carlton Williams. Appeal has been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 51, 2024-4898, 903 Corinthian Avenue, Robin Barua, moot.
Thank you.
Number 52, 2024-4911, 2612 Croydon Street, Karen Florentino, that's moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 54, 2024-4926, 2237 Hobson Street, Danielle Burke. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a 120-day stay of enforcement.
120 stay of enforcement.
Correct. Number 57, 2024-4949, 4802 Spruce Street, Arcus 2 LLC. That's moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 58, 2025-172, 6801-17 North 16th Street, Moses Strauss, doing business as Thrive Therapy. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a 60-day stay of enforcement.
60-day stay. Okay,
That's all that I have. I'm not
Okay.
sure if colleagues have
thank you.
others.
Anyone else in the room have a preliminary non-contested matter? Okay, please.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell for the city. I wanted to address number 3 on the list, which is HA 2024-002234, 11 South 55th Street, Paul Ford.
Okay,
Mr. Ford did call me about an hour ago to let me know that he's in the hospital currently. I instructed him to send an email requesting a continuance. He instead sent it to me. I CC'd board's admin. I understand it's a third listing. However, given the fact that he is in the hospital, I don't have an objection.
okay, alrighty. Well, in this instance, then we will continue it with the continued requirement that it must be tried.
Thank you.
Okay. You have any additional matters? Oh, okay.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the city. This is in regards to number 53, HA 2024-004917, 2620 North Jessup Street. The appellant is Coretta Smith. I don't know, I had a discussion with Miss Smith last week. She indicated to me she would be withdrawing her appeal. I don't know if she's present or on the call. I never got that in writing, but that's what was communicated
Well,
to me.
let's do this. We will just call it in regular order.
Okay.
And if she is here, we will, in the meantime, if you want to call her, you may do that. Otherwise, we'll address it when we
Okay.
call the case.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter, R-E-U-T-E-R.
Afternoon.
For the city. Just drawing your attention to number 27 on the list, HA 2024-046. And I'm sorry, it's a little hard for me to read this. 004602 for 311 to 13 South 56th Street.
Yes.
That can be marked moot. The city's withdrawn the violation.
Okay, moot, city withdrew. Thank you. Any additional matters?
Again, just ones where there's questions about whether they need an attorney. I think you're doing this separately, right?
Yes, we'll do that separately. Anyone from the law department virtually who has a non-contested matter that we can put on the record at this time, please use the raise hand symbol. Anyone virtual? Okay, no one responding. I believe that completes the first portion of this hearing, which is to deal with any non-contested matter. The board will take a short executive session. We'll return shortly and hear the balance of the matters that are listed for today. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. We're back on the record. We will now hear any preliminary matters that may be contested. We'll hear from the law department, and after which we will call the regular remaining cases. Anyone from law department with a contested matter, a contested preliminary matter, we should hear now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Caitlin Carmody on behalf of the city.
Ms. Carmody, is your mic on?
Yes, I'm just
Okay.
a little, I could speak up more.
Okay.
I have a preliminary matter concerning appeal number 47.
47?
This is HA 2024-004752. The address is 2616 North Howard Street. and the appellant is Mr. Aaron Ossico.
Okay. Is
Um,
Mr. Aaron Ossico, sir, is that your name? Okay, please have a seat over here. Okay. Yeah, we need to work that out. Okay, sir, give us your name again, please, and speak closely into the mic.
Aaron Asako.
Okay, all righty. Raise your right hand to be sworn, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you give will be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Okay, let's hear from the city. What is the issue?
The issue is there's a standing issue. The notice of violation in question was issued to an Ida Ossico, and the deed is still in that name as well to the city's knowledge. So we're just raising the issue of standing preliminarily.
Okay, sir. Who is Ida
My
Ossico?
mother.
That's your mother?
Yes.
And the property is still in her name?
Yes.
Okay, is she alive and well?
No, she passed away
Okay, how long ago did she pass away?
about 20 years ago.
Okay, and is there a reason why the property has not been transferred? Property deed?
She left it in a charitable trust, which which at the time of my death, it's supposed to be sold and donated to a charity.
Okay, do you have documentation that shows that?
Documentation that she owns the property.
That there's a trust and that you're named as a trustee. The law department, we need to know that you have the legal right to make a decision on behalf of the property.
I have no documentation to that effect.
You don't have a copy of the trust documents? No, listen to me. Listen to me. We can't hear your hearing, have your hearing until we know that you are legally allowed to make decisions for the property. If it's in someone else's name, then we have to confirm your right to be here.
Okay. The thing is, upon her death, she left the property in trust to me, and it has an executor who is one of my relatives.
Okay,
And I don't have the legal paraphernalia on all this, how it's a charitable trust, and it was left to my relative.
okay, is your relative available to talk to the law department or come in for the hearing?
I would have to call her up and try and put it together.
Okay, what we're gonna need to do is to continue this matter, and if you could get the attorney's phone number and have your relative call her and then they can compare notes to determine what needs to be presented, okay?
Okay, well, can you give me this phone number?
She's sitting right next to
Yeah,
you. She'll give it to
I'll
you
give
before
you-
we leave. Yes, sir. No. Hey, sir, you have to talk to me. Give me a moment. What we will do today, officially, we will continue this matter to allow for the ownership to be confirmed, and we can resolve this issue of standing. And so after she finishes here, the two of you can go in the back of the room and trade information, okay? All right, sir?
Okay,
All right, so you can sit in the back. She may have other matters we need to resolve. And as soon as she finishes, she'll come back and talk to you, okay?
okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was my only
Yeah.
preliminary matter. I will exchange information.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have a contested preliminary matter?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles on behalf of the city. I did, for number 15, HA 2024-003482 at 110 West Haynes Street. I did want to raise a timeliness objection to this appeal.
Okay.
It was filed about 8 months late. I did look through the records of the hearings. It does not look like a nunc-pro-tunc hearing was ever held on this or a decision made on the timeliness issue.
Okay, is anyone here present? Michael Yanoff is noted as counsel. Have you spoken to anyone?
I have not spoken to him other than forwarding my exhibits. I do know he was present virtually at the last court date, the last hearing date, which was in July.
And the last hearing was continued, or
It was continued.
do you know why?
One of the witnesses for the appellant, a contractor was unavailable.
Okay, and would you mind giving us the dates, the
I-
violation date and the appeal date?
Yes, the violation was issued December 19th, 2024, and I have the appeal August 14th. I have 2025, but I may be incorrect on that. I think it was supposed to be 2024.
Okay, so the violation was, what was that violation date, the first one? Is-
The violation date was December 19th, 2024. And I just want to double
Well,
check.
the- well, the appeal date couldn't be August of 2024.
You're
No.
right. You're right. It was August 14th, 2025.
Okay. Okay.
You're right.
So is anyone present representing the interests of 110 West Haynes Street? Carly and Marcia Shulman? Anyone present? Okay, we have two names. Okay, that's Sean Logue, and then is the other person Suzanne Ponson? Is that someone with the law department? What, it went away. Okay.
I'm here.
Yes, ma'am, and you are,
How do I get unmuted?
you are,
Can I-
we can
can
hear
you
you,
hear
so
me?
you're unmuted. Yes, we can hear
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry.
And you are related to this 110 West
No,
Haynes Street?
no, I represent the neighbors.
For
there.
which project?
110 West Haines Street.
Oh, okay, so just at the moment, we don't need to hear from you, just for the moment. We're trying to find the owner or the owner's attorney.
I see.
Okay, just hold on a moment now. Okay, we don't have anyone responding? 110 West Haynes Street.
Then the city would ask for the appeal to be dismissed at this time for failure to appear.
Okay, what is the status of service?
Appellants listed 6315 Sherman Street as their mailing address, and notice of the hearing was sent to that address.
No. What are we talking about?
Ma'am, please do not break in.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
I didn't know I was unmuted.
Please mute yourself.
I thought you did that. Sorry.
Okay, start all over again.
Noted, appellants listed 6315 Sherman Street as their mailing address, and notice of today's hearing was mailed to that same address on August 4th of 2025.
Okay, thank you. And
if I may just clarify for the record, I know it may not matter, but the NOV, I misspoke. It was issued January 31st, 2024, and the appeal was taken August 14th of 2025.
so January 31st, 2024?
And I misspoke. I'm sorry. It was January 31st, 2024, and the appeal was August 14th, 2024, which would be about 7 months late.
Okay, so everything happened in 2024?
Correct.
And the notice of this hearing, there must have been an additional notices of this hearing, correct? Because this would be the at least second listing of this matter. I just need to confirm the last hearing notice that went out.
Yes, the last notice was mailed out on May 28th, 2025.
Okay, and
To
to
the
what
same,
what
sorry,
address?
yep, to the 6315 Sherman Street address.
And it was sent only to Carly and Marcia Schulman? Did it include the attorney?
Attorney was mailed a notice also on May 28th, 2025 to 610 Old York Road, Suite 340 in Jenkintown, PA.
Okay, and the name, the attorney?
Michael Yanoff Esquire.
Okay, thank you. So what's the city's pleasure?
We would ask then for a city affirm for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you. All righty, Mr. Petty, what time do we have?
1:14 PM.
1:14 PM. All righty, we will poll the board regarding HA 2024-003482, 110 West Haynes Street, Carly and Marcia Schulman. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much. Okay, that matter is resolved. Okay, Ms. Ponson, this matter has been dismissed
Why?
because they didn't appear in the hearing, so we
Well,
dismissed.
what dismiss it means that they are no.
Ma'am, if you need additional detail, call the office. I have a lot of cases to hear today, okay?
I apologize. I should bring to the board's attention. I'm just in the, I'm in the meeting item. I do see that there was a I wasn't copied on this. It was sent to board's admin August 8th. There was a request to continue this matter as it is Rosh Hashanah today.
Oh, wait a minute. So there was a request to continue today's hearing.
Yes, I didn't see it until just now. I wasn't copied on the original email.
Okay.
It was only sent to board's admin.
Okay, just for a moment, everybody take a seat. Council, so we can strike our decision.
Either vacate or strike.
We'll
the
vacate the decision.
Yeah, vacate
Okay.
the decision.
All righty. So this is what we will do. Given that there was a previously submitted continuous request because of today is a religious holiday, that would explain why Mr. Yanoff is not present. And so given that, we will strike our previous decision and I can speak for the board in this instance, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, the previous decision has been stricken, and we will continue this matter at a different date. Okay, Ms. Paulson, this matter is being continued because there was a request that we did not see. You understand?
I understand, but I'm not happy, but
Well,
neighbors
okay.
are not happy.
Please inform everyone that because of the religious holiday, there was a request by the attorney representing the appellants to continue this matter to a different day, which we've granted. Okay?
I hear you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Chair, excuse me, this is the court reporter. May I please have the name of the board administrator who was speaking? I'm not familiar with her.
Okay.
Sorry, Gabrielle Legendre, Legendre.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. This is next.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Logue for the city. I have two preliminary matters to call to the board's attention. The first is case number 33 on our list, appeal ending in 004638, address 222 West Erie Ave, appellant Walter Rivera. I emailed the board yesterday to flag that this appellant is going to need an attorney for his appeal to be heard. The intent to cease and the notice of violation that are being appealed were both issued to an LLC. I did inform the appellant that he should still plan to appear as well. I don't see anyone online, so I just wanted to ask if the board could see if anyone is here for that property address.
Sure. Yeah, we may have a standing matter as well in terms of, well, we've confirmed based on your testimony that is in fact LLC involved.
That's correct.
Okay, so is anyone present representing the interests of 222 West Erie Avenue, Walter Rivera? Walter Rivera, are you present? Mr. Logan, in your conversations with him or communication, did you indicate that he did not need to appear?
I did not. I said that he should still plan to appear to confirm that.
Because you were going to challenge his standing to present without an attorney.
Correct. And in terms of, it sounds like Chairman Woodson, you were raising a more general standing issue. I do think the appellant has standing to bring this appeal.
Okay.
Because he operates the business that operates at this address.
Okay. And this is an intent to cease. What's the nature of the violation? Is it a public safety matter?
Yes. So there are several fire code violations that have not been corrected as of the most recent inspection earlier this week or last Friday. And it's also a auto detailing shop that is not zoned for that use.
Okay.
So it's based on the fire code violations and the lack of zoning that the department issued the intent to cease.
Do you know if he's still operating or not?
I believe he is, yes.
Okay. All right. Let's just confirm service, please.
Sure. Appellants in this matter listed 4804 B Street as their mailing address, and notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on August 4th, 2025.
All right. Thank you. What time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
1:19 PM.
1:19 PM. I just want to confer with council for a moment. And we're going to proceed. Okay, assuming there's no unreadiness, we're going to proceed. Okay. We will poll the board regarding HA 2024-004638, 222 West Erie Avenue, Walter Rivera. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. That matter is resolved.
Chairman Whitson, I just want to make sure we confirm service. I just.
Yes, we confirm
Just want to make
service.
sure we're doing a
Yep.
lot of things. Okay.
Yep.
And
Okay.
I have one other preliminary matter. This is case number 44 on the list, appeal ending in 004715, address 12923 Medford Road. Appellant John Espinal, who was in the room. I had the chance to speak to Mr. Espinal, and we've come to an agreement whereby the violations will be affirmed with a 180-day stay of enforcement.
180-day stay. Is
Yes.
Mr. Espinal in the room present?
He is, yep.
Mr. Espinal, if you come forward, please. Sir, if you just need you to put your name on the record.
John Espinal?
Okay, thank you. Just, you confirm that in fact what's been represented as the agreement is in fact true? You agree to those terms?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you. May it please the board. Leonard F. Reuter, R-E-U-T-E-R. Have a couple preliminary matters to draw to your attention to. The first one is number 2 on your list, HA 2021-00, looks like 1595. 810 West Roosevelt Boulevard. The appellant is Louis Ventresca. This had previously been continued at the appellant's request. I believe at that time we had already indicated that we believed that he needed an attorney. The property is owned by an LLC. And I believe there's some association between the appellant and the LLC. So, I mean, as of right now, we're not raising a standing issue. I do want to say most of the violations have been complied. There's still 2 open violations, but I think we would need, I would respectfully request that the board inquire of the appellant who is here on the Zoom to see what his relationship is and whether you agree that he needs an attorney.
Okay. Luis Ventresca, are you present?
He was logged in from a vehicle. and
Mr. Ventresca?
No, I don't see him.
Well, let's do this. With some level of caution, why don't we just wait and call it in order and see if he appears?
Yeah, he must have, well, hopefully, oh, he's still logged in.
Mr. Ventresca?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
Okay, we don't, for some reason, I'm not seeing your face. Please turn on your video, sir.
Oh, I'm trying, let me, should be on.
Not yet.
Can you see me now?
No.
I can see everybody. Should be video on. I don't understand.
Well, maybe you have your camera maybe blocked or something. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Ryder, he just dropped off. So let's do this.
Yeah, we can call it back.
Yeah, we'll
It's fine.
recall this matter as we call it a regular order of cases, okay?
No problem.
Hopefully by then we can resolve this connectivity issue.
Right.
Okay,
So we have another matter, number 35 on the list, HA 2024-004641, 5100 Market Street. I should also indicate that it has an alternate address of 2 South 51st Street. The appellant is Samantha Daniels. The property is owned by a commercial entity. Ms. Daniels operates a business there. I'm not sure if she's operating it as an LLC or an individual doing business as. We don't have any, I don't have any information on the business, so I don't know if she needs an attorney or not. I do-
okay, is she present?
She might
Yes.
be.
Yes, I'm present.
Okay, Miss Daniels, Samantha Daniels?
Yes.
Okay, we're having difficulty viewing you.
I'm sorry. I have a head wrap on because I'm Muslim. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, headdress isn't the issue. It's just, now
see
that's
me now?
better. Yeah,
Okay.
that's much better, much
Okay.
better. Please raise your right hand so that you may be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Daniels. The first matter that we have to deal with is who owns the property of 5100 Market Street?
Okay, so I do not own the property. I believe his name is Ali Figueroa. He's the owner of the property.
Okay, now you have a lease with him?
I have a lease where I only rent the first floor and it's a restaurant. It's not a LLC.
Okay, the restaurant, what is the name of the restaurant?
The name of the restaurant is Greedy's Seafood Soul
Okay.
Food Restaurant,
On Market Street or on 51st Street?
51st 100 Market Street.
Okay, now the violation was written to you personally?
I guess when they came
I mean,
out.
do you
that's
have it
what
in front of
was.
you?
I
Whose
have-
name
yes.
is on it?
Yes,
Is it written, is it to you, addressed to you?
yes, I just received it.
Oh, no, I'm not concerned about the date. I want to know who it was
Oh, yes,
addressed
it was,
to.
the violation was addressed to me, yes.
Okay, and your restaurant, is that operated as a sole proprietorship in your name and not a corporation?
Yes, it's a sole proprietorship, yes.
Okay, Ms. Ryder, any concerns?
Well, the city has a violation that's just issued to a Charles W. Outlaw is the notice that I have for the owner of the property. In addition, there was the violation that's attached to the appeal just says occupant.
Okay,
So again, I think the real, I mean, that's fine if she has a lease. I mean, we don't necessarily. need
any
to-
concern about standing?
Well, it's, again, it's the question is she operating the business in her own name or does she have an LLC?
Okay, ma'am, your response?
I don't have a LLC, it's in my name, doing business as Greedy Soul Food Restaurant.
Okay.
Okay, DBA, okay.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Okay, so ma'am, we will call your case in due order. We just needed to resolve that matter, okay?
Okay,
Okay, we'll just stand by and we'll call you shortly.
Okay.
and I may ask to request a breakout room so I can speak with that appellant then. When you
okay.
get a chance, because we may be able to resolve the case.
Ma'am, are you
Okay.
available to speak with the attorney in the breakout room? So
Yes.
maybe you can resolve things? Okay, just
Yes.
watch your screen. There'll be a prompt coming up.
okay, no problem.
Okay, I think I might have another one though before I do that. Number 40, which is HA 2024-04704, 3608 L as in the letter L Street. Christopher Brown is the appellant.
Yes.
And again, this is a property that is owned by an LLC.
Mr. Brown, are you present? Christopher Brown. Christopher Brown, are you present?
Okay, we'll just wait for you to call it then and.
Well,
Or,
if he isn't present, then we just dispose of it now.
sure,
let's
okay, I thought you would
confirm-
just call that in the regular course, but that's fine, yes.
Yeah.
If you could call the case then.
Yeah, we'll confirm standing and then just deal with it now. Yes, please.
Appellants listed 3552 Kensington Avenue as their mailing address on the appeal. This hearing notice was sent to the same address on August 4th, 2025.
Okay, what time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
1:29 PM.
1:29 PM? All right, so what's your pleasure?
Okay, just to add to the record, the violation notice, in order to correct, was issued to B Detailing at 3600 to 08 Kensington Avenue, which I assume is right on the corner. And this, because the appellant is not present, the city would ask that the matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. Regarding HA 2024-004704, 3608 L Street, Christopher Brown, this matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you. Okay. Anyone else have a preliminary contested matter?
Am I able to speak now?
Not yet, sir. We're going to call your case in a minute. We moved on. So In the meantime, you need,
sorry
please
about
figure
that.
out how to
Sorry.
get your video to work, because at the moment it is not working. Okay,
Just very briefly, this is number 55 on the list, 2024-4928, 3501 Haverford Avenue, Christos and Despina Saxonis. I just had the chance to speak to appellant. We reached an agreement. I don't believe he stuck around. But we have an agreement for a city affirm and a 6-month stay of enforcement.
okay, so this is 55?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, city affirm and what, 6 months stay of enforcement?
Correct.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excuse me, did you read that whole thing into the record or did you just put the number? If you did, sorry. my bad.
Okay, now the board itself has a few questions that we just need to resolve before we proceed. That would be number 35. Well, we just dealt with that. Samantha Daniels, okay, that we resolved. We're going to hear that matter today. Number 37, 4011 G Street, Vernon Gaynor. Who's representing the city in this matter? Okay, all right, we'll skip that and come back. I saw someone raise your hand. Sir, are you Mr. Gaynor? Okay, just we'll get back to you, okay? We have number 53, which is HA 2024-004917, 2620 North Jessup Street, Coretta Smith. Coretta Smith. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia.
Okay, Coretta Smith, are you present? Anyone present representing the interests of Coretta Smith? Or representing the interests of 2620 North Jessup Street? Okay, would please confirm service?
Ms. Smith listed 2620 North Jessup Street as her mailing address on the appeal, and notice of the hearing for today was sent to that same mailing address on August 4th, 2025.
Okay, thank you. What's your pleasure, Ms. Skiles?
Then we would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
1:32 PM.
1:32 PM. All righty. Regarding HA 2024-004917, 2620 North Jessup Street, Coretta Smith. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Okay, and finally, in terms of the board, we have a question regarding HA 2024-004938, 350 West Sedgley Avenue, Amaris Rodriguez. Amaurys, Amaris Rodriguez. Oh, okay.
Yes, Ana Mauricio Rodriguez.
Okay, sir, just one moment. The attorney for the city is coming in, okay? Given the delay, we're going to go off the record just for a moment to allow Ms. Pancho to return. So we just go off the record for a moment. Ms. Rodriguez, just sit tight for a moment. We'll be with you in a few minutes. Okay, what I'd like to do is go to the list and call number 38. Read the record, please.
Calling your attention to number 38 on the list, HA 004690 for 1824 South 11th Street, Maria Lauer.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Okay, and Maria Lawyer.
Yes, that's me. Sorry.
That's you? Okay, if you could pull the mic closer to you. Okay, what we'll need to do, if you are going to speak at some point, we'll just have to move the mic over. Okay, but if you could put it right in front of you, because the mic is not sensitive as it should be,
Okay.
and closer to you. Okay, all right, ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. All right, Mr. Kelly, do you have any witnesses?
I do. Inspector Stephen Monty he's on the call.
Okay, Inspector Monte, please
Yes.
raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Kelly, let's proceed.
Thank you. So just for some context, this is one case file, but 3 violations that were issued to the owners of 1824 South 11th Street for the expiration of 3 permits at that subject premises. So I will only have one witness today. It'll just be Inspector Monty.
Okay.
Mr. Monty, can you, I guess he already was sworn. Can you just state your name again for the record?
Inspector Steve Monte, Monte.
And where are you currently employed?
By the city of Philadelphia within the Department of Licenses and Inspections.
And what's your position within the department?
Building inspector and court liaison.
How long have you been working there?
I've been coming up on 4 years.
And what are your primary duties and responsibilities in that role?
To inspect on open building permits, to review case files, handle documents, and to give testimony.
In the course of those duties, did you become familiar with the property at 1824 South 11th Street?
Yes, I have.
And have you also had a chance to review L&I's case file for that property?
Yes, I have.
Are those records made and kept in the ordinary course of L&I's business?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I would just ask to share my screen.
Yes.
That's all right. Thank you. Is this visible for everyone, or do I need to zoom?
Yeah, just zoom in a little, just a small amount, please.
Sure. That,
Yeah, that helps.
Is that good?
Great, we're
Okay.
good there.
Inspector Monty, do you recognize this document?
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
This is a notice of violation and order to correct.
Okay. And when was it issued?
October 25th, 2024,
And to whom was it issued?
to Lorraine Dobus Maria.
Maria Leone, yeah, sure.
Excuse me.
I was gonna scroll down.
Okay, before we proceed, I just need to understand the relationship between that named party and the appellant.
When I purchased the house 20 years ago, it was with my former husband. And I was unable to amend, to get my name changed properly, but it is changed on the violation, so I can't figure out why it's changed.
Okay,
Some
so-
places, but that is me.
That's you.
Yes, that's my
Leona,
maiden and my previous married name.
okay, Leona Dobus Maria.
Yes,
Is
is
that-
now Maria Lauer. That's
Okay,
me.
so Maria is your first name?
Yes.
And so that name should be Maria Leona Dobus?
No, my name should actually be Maria Lauer.
No, I understand now.
Oh, that name should read as Maria Leone Dobus, yes. I'm sorry.
Okay. all
Just
right,
the way
thank
it
you.
pulled, first name, last name.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I'm gonna scroll down here. Inspector Monty, what violations are cited in this violation? If you can read like if you can.
A-402.1/1. This is for concealing building work. Violation has been issued because the construction work under the authorized permit was completed and concealed by a permanent portion of the structure prior to the inspection and approval of the department.
Okay. Are there 2 other violations as well?
Yes, there are.
Scroll down. Can you just read just the numbers for the second and third ones?
A-402.1/4,
And the last one,
A-402.1/1.
and if you look at the condition in violation section, I'm not sure if my mouse is visible, but I'm highlighting it now.
Yes.
What three permits specifically do each of these violations reference?
It references building permit RP 2021-020078, plumbing permit PP 2021-015321, and mechanical permit MP -2021-00589.
So in this case, there was a building permit, mechanical permit, and a plumbing permit, all were issued to the subject premises, correct?
That is correct.
Have any of those permits been completed?
No,
And as a result, they all expired, is that right?
that is correct.
Okay, and that's where, is that where things stand today?
Yes,
Okay. Were photographs taken as a part of the case file?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to turn the board's attention then to City Exhibit 2, which is subject premises. Inspector Monty, what are we looking at here?
This is the property in question, the corner property. That is the front and the side of the structure.
Okay. And I guess just for clarification, this will become relevant later, but what are we looking at here in this picture?
We're looking at the rear and side, also a rear deck installed in the rear of the structure on the third story. And also there's HVAC units on the side of the structure mounted.
Okay, and were those HVAC units and the deck the subject of the building and mechanical permits?
Yes, they were.
And then there's interior plumbing work?
That is correct.
I'm going to direct the board's attention then to a City Exhibit 4. Is this the building permit that was issued that you referenced?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Who's listed as the permit holder? Is it the same as today's appellant?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Was this permit issued, what was this permit issued for? If you can read in the scope of work.
For the erection of a rear deck, size and location shown on the plans.
Thank you. And when was this one issued?
This permit was issued on 3/15/22, I believe.
Great. I'm going to scroll down then to City Exhibit, I believe 5. Are you familiar with the city's Atlas system?
Yes, I am.
Is that publicly accessible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And concerning the permit, is this the permit number that we're referencing here? The same permit number that's highlighted?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What's the permit status?
It is currently expired.
Okay. And do you happen to know, based on your review, what the history of this was? What kind of inspections were done, if any?
Yes, there were no inspections made and the permit expired due to inactivity.
Okay. There were no inspections at all on this one?
That's correct.
None called for?
That is correct.
Turning then to City Exhibit 6, is this a copy of the mechanical permit?
Yes, it is.
And you don't need to read the whole thing, but just briefly, what is the scope of work here?
It was for the, it's an easy permit for warm air appliances for the mini split systems.
Okay. When was this permit issued?
This permit was issued on 10/18/21.
And is it the same listed permit holder here?
Yes, it is.
That's the same as today's appellant. Taking down to City Exhibit 7. Is this the Atlas printout for this permit?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What's the status of this permit currently?
It is also expired.
Do you happen to have the history, the inspection history for this permit as well?
Yes, there was a past mechanical rough inspection. However, it did not pass final inspection due to no one requesting an inspection and inactivity.
Okay. Was it then expired as a result?
Yes.
And then just finally, taking you down to City Exhibit 8. Is this a copy of the plumbing permit for this property?
Yes, it is.
And under the approved scope of work, what was the scope of work?
For a lavatory, 2 showers / tub, 1 water closet, and 1 urinal.
And was is the permit holder the same? I know the name issue, but it's today's appellant.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And when was this permit issued?
9/6/2021.
Okay. And I'll take you down then to City Exhibit 9. Is this the Atlas printout for this permit?
Yes, it is.
And what's the status of it?
It is expired.
And do you happen to have the history for this permit?
This permit also passed a plumbing rough inspection. However, it did not pass a final inspection. It also requires a plumbing system certification that was never uploaded.
Okay, and it was expired as a result?
That is correct.
Okay, so as it stands, all 3 permits are expired?
Yes,
Is that why the violation was written?
yes.
Okay, offer for cross, that's all that I have.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll stop sharing
right.
my screen.
All right, ma'am, do you have any questions for the inspector based on his testimony?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know who you are and you aren't permitted to speak.
Thomas Lauer.
Okay, okay, you aren't named on the violation, correct? Okay, all right, what questions do you have, sir?
That mini split was not part of
No,
it.
that's not a question. What question do you have? You have to ask a question. At some point, you two can present your case, but at the moment, this is cross-examination of the witness.
I do have a question.
Okay,
actually.
sure.
Okay, so I understand that I am the permit holder, but I was not even aware, we hired somebody basically.
Okay, but you have to ask a question.
Okay, so where is the culpability on the people who did the work and did not ask for the final permit? Is
Okay.
my question. Did
All
that
right.
make sense?
I believe, Mr. Monte, can you respond to that?
Yes, all violations are issued to the homeowner. That is who is ultimately responsible.
Okay, and I also, back when this permit was initially issued, I spoke to a Gabriel Spinosi. I feel that he may have retired. But when I spoke to him, I questioned why.
Okay, wait a minute. No, you have to ask.
There is a question.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm
okay.
getting to it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I questioned Mr. Spinosi as to why the contractor was not named in these violations. And he called me back and he said.
I'm sorry,
that
I'd have
he
to
See, that's
object based on
testimony,
hearsay.
ma'am. That's,
I'm
that
sorry.
isn't the question.
Okay, so where there's a document, a screenshot.
Well, see,
from-
now what you can do though, let's do it this way
Okay.
to help you out.
I'm trying
When
to-
it's your turn to present, then you can put all that on the record. Okay?
Okay, so well, my question is, why isn't the contractor named? Because it looks.
I think they responded already. But Mr. Monte, do you have a different response to this question?
I do not. The homeowner is ultimately responsible for the violations.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. All righty. All right.
I would just
any-
ask that my exhibits be entered into evidence. but
Yes,
other than that-
all the exhibits are so moved into evidence, into the record. Any additional witnesses?
No.
Okay.
do not.
All right.
Same with rest
Any
of them.
questions before we proceed? Any questions of the Mr. Monte?
I have a question for Mr. Monty.
Yeah.
Mr. Monty, on Exhibit 2, the permit,
Let's put that up again.
Sure. You said exhibit 2?
yes,
Blow that up a little bit, please.
Yes. The first photo?
oh, no, I'm sorry, when the permits,
Ah,
the second
Uh,
permit, the second permit was issued, the mechanical permit.
the mechanical permit, sure. This one?
Yes, Mr. Monty, you. on the
Yes,
Permit says new ductwork registers and grills and diffusers. And you referred to that as a mini split system. I believe that's not a mini split system.
well, each at the bottom there, each HVAC unit to be self-contained within each dwelling unit. No penetrations through fire-rated assemblies. It does appear that it is,
It does say new ductwork registers and diffusers. That has nothing to do with a mini split.
that is correct.
Does that represent a conflict in the permit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And did you testify that the rough end was approved?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right, thank you. Ma'am, any additional cross based on that testimony? Okay.
The house does not have mini splits. It
Okay.
has a.
So
regular
when you-
HVAC
yeah.
unit. Yes.
So when you can, you'll present all that information when you want, when it's your turn. Okay, anything else?
Not from the city, no.
Okay, all right, so let's do this then. So that we have it proper. Ms. Lahr, you want to present your case?
Okay, my argument here is that we hired a contractor
Mhm.
with the assumption and the trust that they were going to do their due diligence and do the job properly. We ended up having to sue said contractor,
All of them or which ones?
the general contractor. And I'm trying to think anything else about that. So we sued, this is why we asked for a continuance on this back in November, because the litigation was pending. And when we went to court, there was a representative from L&I that stated that the final building inspection was completed. My position is if the final inspection was completed, then don't these fall under the umbrella of that?
But do you have
We
the,
have his testimony from the trial. I mean, that's all we really,
did you
could
get
provide.
did you get a certificate of occupancy?
I don't, honestly, I hate to sound ignorant, but we didn't do anything. We trusted this contractor to do
Okay,
everything.
did you have an architect working for
We
you?
did. We had an architect, we had an engineer
Did your
that we
architect,
hired.
okay, wait. Did your architect provide you with the documentation that
I
things were
believe
done
that she
correct?
did, yes.
Does she have a certificate of occupancy in your documentation?
I do not have it with me, but I'm
Okay, we
sure
should
that
know
there was
that. We
one,
should be able to see that on the system itself.
And
I can take a look. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
if I also may, the permits that he's speaking of were from 2022. The job was already completed in 2022.
Okay, what's your presentation in terms of
I'm
the
confused
facts?
as to where the original permits
Okay.
came from, because they should have been issued around 2020.
Okay, the way we have to
So
do this.
something is
Yeah,
not
no, no, no.
matching up here.
That's what I'm saying. The way we have to do this, if you have specific facts that contradict what was put on the record earlier, just tell us. You said the permits were X date, they did these things, and this is what they covered. That way we can get a sense of what's going
Right.
on. Okay, so tell us that.
Okay, so like I said, we, and in the building inspector that allegedly did the inspection in our home says he testifies in July of this year.
I would just like to just raise a standing
Sure.
objection to this. He's not here. I don't have the opportunity to direct
Okay,
examine
well, let's
him.
do
I mean,
this. Just put that objection on the record, okay? We will, for the purposes of this case, I will overrule that objection, but what you will need to say, though, is who that person is and what proceeding this occurred.
His name is Guy Porter. He's an.
Okay, now
he's
what-
a supervisor with L&I.
Okay, now what was that?
This proceeding happened in Bucks County Court in Doylestown before Jeffrey Trauger.
Okay, for what, is that common pleas? What court is that?
It is, yes, the Court of Common Pleas of Bucks County,
What date?
July 9th, 2025.
July 9th,
Yes,
2025. Okay, and the inspector was the Philadelphia inspector?
yes.
And what was his name?
Guy Porter, Porter.
All right, now you're reading from the notes of testimony?
Yes.
Okay, what is it that he
Hold
responded
on,
to?
If I could just, I lost my place here.
And generally, they'll tell you what paragraph number or line number there is. You can see that on the left-hand border.
Chairman Woodson?
Yes.
can I have a-
I'm sorry, one second.
Just a
Just
quick
one
question.
moment, ma'am. Just
Just a
one
quick
moment.
question. Did you submit that as an exhibit for this hearing?
I did not submit it to the board. I did submit it to Mr. Kelly.
I received a copy of it about 2 weeks ago, maybe when we spoke. As far as I know, it was not, I never received an exhibit packet.
Okay. All right, we will, okay,
Do we want to have executive session?
yeah, we just need to talk, what we're doing here, we need to make sure that everything we do is legally appropriate. Okay, and I'm giving you some room because you're not represented by legal counsel. Okay, so we have to make sure that we are not doing anything inappropriate that would create problems for all of us later.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna go off the record just for a few moments, okay? Okay, we're back on the record. I think what we'd like to do, we'd like to move away from the notes of testimony that you were referring to. What I think would be helpful for you as well as us, if you could just tell us in your own language, give us a timeline and history of the project. When did you start it? Who did you hire? When did you get permits, et cetera, et cetera? Can you do that for us?
I can it's going to be a little general because we're going back before the pandemic, but I'll be as.
Okay,
specific as
but where
possible.
you can, please note dates or years when you started construction,
Okay.
when you pulled permits, who did you hire? What did they do?
Okay.
Okay,
We originally started on our own back in around 2018.
who is, what is on our
Myself
own
and my
mean and
husband.
who is we?
Me, myself and my husband, we decided we wanted to put a third floor addition on our home.
Okay,
So we hired an architect to draw up the plans, and then she hired an engineer to kind of go along with her plans. And then we kind of did this a little backward. Then we went and found a contractor.
okay, now, when did you start the work for the third floor addition?
We had everything approved and we were supposed to start, and then the pandemic happened.
What year was that?
That was 2020.
Okay, in 2020, did you
So-
have permits approved and drawings approved?
We had drawings approved, but then, if I'm not mistaken, in the interim, we decided to change it somewhat. We were going to put a third floor deck, a deck on the third floor.
Wait. You said you added a third floor
That
initially.
was the third floor, the third story of the house, and we were going to put a deck.
Okay,
But then we realized how much of an expense that was, so we decided to.
but you were
not
putting
do
a,
that.
I think this is where I'm missing something.
We were gonna do
Were
a
you
rooftop
adding,
deck.
no, were you adding a third enclosed living space to the,
Yes.
it was a two-story building?
Right.
And you were creating a three-story building?
Right.
Okay,
Okay, and the original plan indicated a roof deck. So we removed that, and then we had to have those plans amended. I'm just trying to make sure I'm very clear on what happened. To remove that and just, yeah, that was it. So the architect came back out, redid the plans. She submitted them. This is all sometime shortly after, it was probably during the pandemic.
okay.
And then, I guess he started working.
Who did you hire? Who's
We
he?
hired Bella Brothers Contractor. They're a
The-
company based out of Ben Salem, PA.
Okay, and did, the work that you did before they were hired, did you get permits for that work?
We did nothing. We had them do everything.
Oh, okay,
This
All
is
right.
what, this is where my issue is with all of this stuff coming back on us, honestly.
okay.
because
Bella
we
Brothers,
hired them to do this.
okay, they were hired in what year?
They were hired formally in 2019, but the work did not actually start until, if I'm not mistaken, 2021.
Okay,
Yes,
and did they have permits before the work started?
they did, which is an issue with the permits that we just looked at. Some of those permits are dated 2022. I don't know where those.
Do you
permits
have the
came
permits
from.
with you?
No, I do not. They were in, that was another thing that came up in this hearing. Apparently, that was when they were making the transition from paper to the Eclipse system. So per the contractor, I don't know if this is true, a lot of stuff was lost in translation.
Does the
But we did
contractor,
have physical permits like taped all over our house.
and what happened to those?
That I don't know. Do you know? We were going.
You were
unfortunately-
living there?
Yes,
Okay, and when the work was done, you didn't take them down and hold on to them?
no,
Okay.
I know that was
Do you know
not a
who,
good move on my part, but yes.
whose name, who actually made the application for the permits?
The contractor.
So the contractor made the application for the
Yes.
permits? Okay, all right. Are they licensed in the city of Philadelphia?
Yes,
Okay.
we're trying to stop that from happening.
At the
ever
time they
again.
made the application, they were
Yes.
licensed? Okay. All right. And so what happened after that? So take us through today. From
Okay,
the
so
time that they
now-
started in 21 to now, what happened?
Um,
Now, ma'am, every word that's uttered is recorded. So you can't do
just
that.
trying to see if he can clarify like
But
specifics.
the-
I
the-
feel like
the
it
court report-
started
no, no.
in the spring.
Okay,
Hey,
but
ma'am, you're testifying, not him. So you
Okay.
gotta
you're
stop asking
testifying,
him.
yeah.
Okay,
Because the court reporter has, just like you have that document in front of you that identifies who said what, everything that's said has to be recorded and the individual has to be noted. And so you, sir, you can take over testimony at some point if you choose, just got to put your name on the record. Okay, all right. So, please,
okay. So I believe it started in the spring of 2021.
okay,
And everything started going very well. Like the framing went up and everything happens. And then I do remember an inspector from L&I coming out to look at it. And he had put this little small deck that you saw the photographs of, which he wasn't supposed to, because that's why I told you about the deck coming off. That was something we were going to revisit later. So he kind of took it upon himself to put this little deck off the back of the house
Okay,
with the intention of eventually putting the rooftop deck on.
okay.
So now that's when all things started.
Wait, no,
getting-
no, you're skipping some big parts here. He put up the deck that was not in the plan.
Right. And Ellen and I came and asked for an amendment to those plans.
And,
And he
pardon
did-
me, what?
Ellen and I did come out and ask for those plans to be amended.
Did you do that?
Yes,
And you got the additional permit to cover those,
yes.
that
And
deck?
he did that as well.
Okay, and so
at this
that
point,
deck,
everything still
wait,
seems- oh, I'm sorry.
was that deck approved?
We don't, apparently not. We really didn't know that.
But if they amended the plans, that must have been an approved deck, and you were okay with it staying there?
Yes.
Okay, now what happened?
Then things started to go south with the contractor, basically. There were a lot of small problems initially, like the floor was slow, just things that were just.
You weren't
our
satisfied with the
relationship
quality?
Got very, very bad at that
Okay,
point.
and so at some point, did you fire the
We
contractor?
did not fire him because all of the work was done, like the main work, the plumbing. We had supposedly the final inspection, which he states and an L&I inspector states. The stuff that we were concerned with was like a sloped floor. There were like issues with the bathtub, things like that. So like the main big work was done. So we didn't have to fire him, but we had also thought that all these permits were taken care of, which we come to find out in 2024 that they were not. The relationship with him ended in 2022. And some
Okay.
of these permits were requested after the relationship with him ended, which is what I just really don't understand.
Okay, were you aware that you were noted as the permit holder and all the
I
permits?
had no idea. I honestly did, and maybe that's just it was my assumption that he asked for the permit. He was the person named on the permit. It was his job to, for lack of a term, deal with the permit.
Okay,
So I was very surprised when I got a violation. I understand I'm the homeowner, but I'm like, okay, well, call him, tell him.
so
to
when
figure
you
it out.
talked to him about the permit and the violations, what did he tell you?
We didn't speak to him about it. We brought it up in court because at that point we had a lawsuit against him.
And what was the lawsuit? What generated the lawsuit?
The work that was not completed.
Oh, there was work not done?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you
Just
said
like
all
I
the
said,
work was
small
completed.
A lot of it was cosmetic. It was like the bathtub was
Oh, okay,
backward, the
okay.
shower type, things like that. So we had to end up suing him to try to get money from him to pay somebody else to fix everything.
Okay, did the issue of the permits come up in the suit?
It did. And he claimed that they were taken care of.
Did he produce any evidence that you can share with
He
us?
had an inspector from L&I say so. So to me that.
I mean, any documentation?
No.
Okay. All right, anyone else have any questions? Mr. Kelly, any cross-examination?
I do have a question.
Okay,
You mentioned earlier in your testimony that there was an engineer's report. Who was the engineer?
His name's Michael DeCampley. And we've actually worked with him through this entire litigation process. And that's for another time, but he was not able to come when we had our hearing.
In the hearing, in the
This
package you
hearing,
got,
this
or
giant
this
hearing, yeah,
appeal?
He was not
Okay.
able to make it. We weren't given enough notice to get it there.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Kelly?
I don't have any cross-examination. I would just have closing argument.
Okay, so were there permits that were issued before construction started? Do you know if they were closed out?
I thought they were.
Okay, and
It's just, I don't know, like in my opinion, if you can request an insulation inspection, that would generally mean that the plumbing was done because you're gonna close up the walls, so nobody can see behind the
correct,
walls. to
and that's why,
So again, I'm assuming things, I put maybe
Okay.
too much trust in this guy
Yeah.
and shame on me for doing that, but
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you're sitting
Right.
here because the contractor didn't do what he should have done according to the city, but you're the homeowner, you're responsible.
Right.
And so your initial issue or question to us was, what about the contractor? Well, the issue is the homeowner, the property owner, not necessarily the homeowner, is always responsible. And then you have to take legal action against the contractor if they don't do the thing correctly. Or they run the risk of losing their license if there is something they should not have done. And that may be happening, I don't know. We don't know if there was a violation written against the contractor.
I
But
was under the impression there was, but apparently there was not. I mean,
we
I
don't
have-
know, that hasn't come up.
I have like a screenshot, like I said, from the computer system that Mr. Spinosi provided me. But Mr. Kelly said he could not find any indication of him being issued a violation.
Okay,
So
all
I
right.
don't know where the
Yeah,
breakdown of that
and,
end
and
was
so
either.
because they aren't directly related to the things that you've been held accountable for, we don't get to go dissect that issue. But I guess I want to ask the inspector a question, if I may.
Yes.
Sir, what does the record show in terms of the original permits that were issued for building that third floor addition?
I see permit 888006, did pass a final inspection.
It did?
Yes,
What date was that?
October 22nd, 2021.
22nd, 21?
Yes.
And that's the building permit, that we assume is for the construction of the third floor addition?
Third floor addition on an existing 2-story single-family dwelling, roof deck with pilot house addition.
Okay, all right. So now was there a separate building permit? Because you indicated that one of the building permits had expired.
Yes, but the permit for the rear deck had expired.
But according to the testimony of the appellant, that rear deck was incorporated into the original building plan.
That I do not see.
Do you have
And-
a separate building permit for the rear deck?
1 second.
If I can clarify here, I can share my screen and pull my exhibits back up.
Okay.
It's on there.
Okay.
That might just be easier.
If I may, it should be.
No,
in
no,
the-
no, no, no,
oh,
no,
okay.
no.
This
Oh.
is the one of the 3 permits that forms the basis of the violations.
Okay, would you load it up a little bit?
Sure. Just let me know.
Okay,
Is
that's
that
gonna be
good?
fine.
Okay.
And so, I guess I want to ask you this, is this building permit a separate building permit, sir? And it's only for what purpose?
Yes, this is a separate building permit specifically just for the rear deck.
Oh. Okay, for a rear deck only.
Correct.
And that one did not get a final inspection.
That is correct.
Okay. All righty.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
No.
Oh,
Keep it up. Keep
Whoops.
it up. Anyone else have a question?
Yes, I do. Inspector, is there any permits issued for this property from Bella Brothers in 2021?
One moment, please. We have one from 2020. There's a zoning permit issued. Everything else is completed or expired.
What was the first one that was issued to Bella Brothers?
In 2020, or this is for amend permit, 3rd floor addition on existing 2-story residential building, set up floor with guardrail for future rooftop deck, which is on zoning permit.
Okay, what was the date of that one?
The issue date of this permit was November 13th, 2020.
Okay, and what was the outcome of that permit?
This permit is expired
Okay, and that was supposed to be the rooftop deck.
for a rooftop deck, yes.
Okay. All right. And that was issued to Bella Brothers?
Let me see, this was issued to Maria Dobas Leon.
Okay. All right, so all of them are noted as Maria Leon Dobas was the permit holder?
That is correct.
I have a question, Inspector. This
Yes.
amended, this amendment is to permit ending in 020078.
No, I am looking at permit 1050047. The other
This
permit,
was-
go ahead.
This was a residential permit for the deck as well. ending in 0047?
No, this is for the amendment for a rooftop
Rooftop.
deck.
Thank you.
Because the rooftop deck was never built, I don't believe. Okay. And so, ma'am, as you've gone through this, the earlier permits, one issued in 21 was completed. The inspection was done and closed out, I believe. Okay.
Okay.
And so the issue now becomes the additional permits that were taken out by the contractor for the rear deck. That's the building permit that was never closed out.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess, so the violation here for that one is that the work didn't get a final inspection. Is that it?
So there's the violation that was written was just for the 3 permits that are on the screen.
Yeah.
The 3 that are there for not completing the inspections and then being expired.
Okay.
That's the exclusive
So a final
basis.
inspection for that one is necessary.
Yes,
Okay.
for all of them.
For all 3 of them. The other 2
Had
the
none.
work is enclosed.
Correct. I don't believe there were any inspections on those.
Yeah, I guess the next issue that comes to mind as an issue for us, back to the inspector. Sir, is that, how do you resolve this issue of the documentation saying, showing ductwork, et cetera, and the violations written as a split system? What do we do about that? What does the appellant do about that?
I misspoke about that you were correct. That permit is for ductwork and everything else. I believe this was part of the addition, along with that plumbing permit.
Okay,
Normally, usually when you pass a framing inspection, we do building framing, we do mechanical rough and a plumbing rough inspection. Then you can
Okay.
close up those walls.
okay. Okay, and I guess the question, okay, so at some point, someone needs to go back and do a closeout inspection. Is that possible now?
They would have to request for those permits to be rolled back or to get new permits issued.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right. Sir, put your name on the record and tell us what you wanted.
How do you skip those and
Wait,
close?
excuse me, you need to say your name again and then spell.
All right, now, tell us what you were,
Has he been,
yes,
sworn?
I swore, he was sworn earlier, yeah.
How do you skip those steps and get an insulation permit and pass that?
Do you have an installation permit with you? Is that in the
That's what
system?
your inspector just said.
I didn't hear the question.
Okay, wait.
I'm sorry, this is the reporter. I am having difficulty following. I need everyone to speak loudly and clearly. Thank you.
Okay, just one. Let's go back to something. And this would be to Steve Monte. So that we aren't skipping anything. Mr. Monte, the issue here is whether or not the associated permits around the plumbing system, the HVAC system were done, and were the interim inspections and were they passed?
Yes, the rough mechanical and plumbing inspections passed. But there was
Okay,
no final inspection conducted on those 2 permits.
okay, all right. So there were no final inspections, according to the record. Unless you have something that would show differently. No. Unfortunately, that's not admissible. Anything else, Mr. Kelly?
I don't have anything. I just argument at the end. but-
Okay. All right. Or we're at the point now, do you have any additional information or documents you want to share with us? Okay, did you call anyone, Ella, now when you got the violations to see, hey, can we get a final inspection?
As I explained, I spoke to Mr. Spinosi. I asked him to add Bella Brothers to the complaint. I was under the impression he did that, and then we had this litigation going. So I asked him to give me some time just to see what was going on with that before we proceeded.
Did you request a final inspection to clear up the violations?
No, because I didn't know how to go about doing that, and I didn't feel as though I needed it because the house, the job received a final inspection. The installation received a final inspection. So I was honestly confused as to how we would go about.
Now, you say the house received a final inspection. Where is that
He
recorded?
said it.
No, no, no.
Mr. Monty said
No,
it?
he didn't just, that isn't what he just said.
Well, that's what Mr. Porter said, of course.
Well,
You said we
okay.
can't, but yes.
Mr. Kelly, is anything in,
inspection was done.
Mr. Kelly, is anything in the eclipse that shows there's a final closeout for the whole project? Because we're showing that the building inspection, some of the permits expired because there was no final, the plumbing, mechanical, and that rear deck.
So not for these three permits.
Okay.
I don't know, obviously they know much more about the history of this case than I do.
Right.
It's their house. But for these three permits, they were all expired without final inspections and some of them with other inspections.
Mr. Monte, what would be required for a homeowner in this circumstance to get a final inspection?
They would have to, like I said, request for the expired permits to be rolled back into issued status and then request for an inspection.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, you understand that the three issues here are the deck, mechanical, and plumbing. Those are the three that expired that are cause of this issue here. And although the contractor does the work, but the homeowner is ultimately responsible because in the city of Philadelphia, your name is on the permit. That's what it goes to. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we will hear anything else you want to add and share with us and tell us. It'd be helpful to do it now. Then we'll have Mr. Kelly give a final argument, okay? Anything else you want to bring up that would be helpful?
So a builder can just pull a permit under a homeowner's name and then let it expire and then walk away.
Sure, but the homeowner, wait a minute, listen to me. The homeowner is responsible for monitoring what's going on. It's the homeowner's responsibility, and you need to see a copy of the permit. And you need to keep a physical copy of the permit.
We had the permits.
Oh, but I asked, you said you don't have them. You keep them until
Years
the,
have gone by,
yeah,
unfortunately.
you keep those permits until the house burns down or till you die. You never get rid of that.
Where's the accountability for the builder?
Right.
You
that's-
sue.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, this is the reporter. I'm really having difficulty hearing Mr. Lauer.
Okay, Mr. Lauer, you have to stick that microphone almost in your throat. That's how inadequate it is. So the point here is though, you as the owner of record are responsible for whatever happens in your property. If you hire contractors, they in fact do share responsibility. And in fact, if they do something illegal, inappropriate, eventually they get their license revoked. Also, a plumber pulls a plumbing permit, if it's not properly inspected, he will stand to have his license affected. But in the meantime, as the homeowner, you have a certain level of responsibility. And that's why you're sitting here, because the violation was written. But I'm also suggesting to you, there's a way to resolve it. And one way to resolve it is to talk to the inspector, talk to the department, and schedule a final inspection. There's a process for doing that, okay? Mr. Kelly, you have any closing argument?
Sure, just very briefly. So the city is seeking a city affirm today. The bottom line, I mean, I understand. I don't have any reason to doubt their story here. It's just the issues that they're discussing with the contractor are separate from the issues that we're here today for. The only thing that we're here today for is for whether or not these three permits, the building permit, the plumbing permit, and the mechanical permit that are all listed in the notice of violation, whether they were in fact expired on the date that the violation was written. I don't think there's any disagreement actually as to whether or not that is the case. There are steps that they can take, and I'm happy to talk them through that afterwards in order to try and rectify the situation. But these permits were obtained, had maybe a couple, maybe not, a few inspections, and then were ultimately expired. As a result, I do think a city affirm is appropriate here. That's all that I have.
Okay, and we're going to take a moment for executive session before we vote. But sir and ma'am, one of the things to keep in mind is that the authority of the board is to determine whether or not the department properly wrote the violation. And that's what our role is, to determine if the violations were properly written. If the violations are properly written, then our authority to change things is severely limited and restricted. And so that's why you're getting so many questions from us as to what happened and when it happened and how it happened. Because if they didn't write it correctly, then that would void the whole thing. And so that's part of the process. Okay, we're gonna go off the record for a moment. Okay, we're back on the record. We've had an opportunity to hear from both the appellants as well as the city's position. We're at this point, we're prepared to render a decision regarding this matter. Before we do that, though, I would just encourage Ms. Lauer to please follow up after today's hearing and speak with the inspectors involved and the city attorney regarding an appropriate way forward. Okay? So just want to make sure that I put that on the record for you. Okay. This is number 38. HA 2024-004-690-1824 South 11th Street, Maria Lauer, city affirmed with 120-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with 120-day stay.
City affirmed with 120-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with 120-day stay of enforcement.
Now, what that means, Mr. and Mrs. Lauer, is that we've agreed with the city's position. We've confirmed the violations that were written, but we've also asked that they, for 120 days, not take any additional enforcement action. That gives you an opportunity to call, talk to everyone involved, call your architect, your engineer, and others, get some advice, and see if there's a way to apply for and get a permit to have a final inspection done. Okay? That's what we've done. Thank you very much.
Can I just ask one question to Mr. Monti before we?
No, you have to do it off the record because we've rendered our decision. Please, you have a way to contact him?
No,
I
was just
can.
wondering if I could get a direct number.
Yes,
to-
ask him.
Like me
Yeah.
Googling things for-
No, he'll give that to you before you leave today. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon. Okay, at this point, the board will take a short comfort break. We'll be back shortly. Good afternoon, everyone. We're prepared to go back on the record. For the record, please note that we are reconvening as a panel. Oh, she's doing this? Oh, good. Okay, so we have a full quorum. All righty. So let's do this then. So please call the next matter.
Recalling your attention to number 35 on the list, HA 2024-004-641 for 5100 Market Street, Samantha Daniels.
Okay, Samantha Daniels, are you present? Who's representing the city?
Thank you. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia. I see that she is still on the Zoom under Samantha apostrophe S.
Samantha Daniels, please unmute.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, thank you. So we're pleased to announce that we do have an agreement to resolve the matter with a stipulation for city affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement. So she'll have 90 days to get the food establishment license.
Okay, Ms. Daniels, did you in fact confirm that that's the agreement?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
No
So
problem.
that matter is resolved with city affirms 90-day stay of enforcement. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good afternoon.
You too.
Okay, what's the next matter?
Moving to number 37 on the list, HA 2024-004-688 for 4011 G Street, Vernon Gaynor.
Vernon Gaynor. Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon again, members of the board. Kristen Patchell for the city. Mr. Gaynor was present. He and I entered into an agreement to resolve this case by listing it as a city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement. I have a signed agreement. I will forward it to the board after the conclusion of today's hearing.
Thank you very much. So that matter is resolved. Thank you. What's our next matter?
Moving to number 30 on the list. That should be HA 2024-004-626 for 2526 South 64th Street, David Coletta.
Okay, I believe Mr. Coletta is present in the room. Who's representing the city?
Thank you. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Mr. Rudder? Okay, sir, if you would give us your name?
David Coletta.
Okay, pull that microphone closer to you, sir.
David Coletta.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Coletta, would you mind raising your right hand so that you may be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Sir, are you okay? Are you able to complete the hearing?
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm getting prostate cancer surgery tomorrow,
okay,
4 in the morning.
okay. All righty,
I'm good.
Mr. Rudder, let's begin.
So first, initially, I just want to point out this matter was, or this property was the subject of a hearing that the board had last year for the same property, same violation. And the violation, that appeal number, sorry, let me just pull it up, was HA 2023-002934. And it resulted in a city affirmed. Mr. Coletta took an appeal from that decision to the Court of Common Pleas, and that appeal was ultimately denied. While that appeal was pending, by the time it got to this board, is when this violation was written for the same thing, which is there's a series of small garages, like the type you see occasionally, and people use as storage units. And the violation was issued for the same exact violation for persons are using the storage units to repair cars and essentially operating a car repair business out of the storage units. So that was the same exact violation, and that had been affirmed in the case last year, again, the 2023-002934 case. So again, while that case was pending is when this violation was issued. And then again, Mr. Coletta filed an appeal to this board for the same thing, same argument. And for the record, while this case was waiting to be listed here, L&I went out and issued another violation, again, under a different case file number for exactly the same thing, which is the storage garage being used for auto repair. And that has also been appealed and is waiting to get listed. It's a HA 2025 case. So it's the city's position that because the board has essentially already ruled on the same exact facts, that the city would argue that the board really can't overrule itself. Well, we would suggest the board can't overrule itself because the matter had already been decided in the appeal that was heard last year.
Well, I have a procedural question to ask you. What about the CCP decision? What is it? Is there any enforcement for that?
So the case was, there was a briefing schedule. Mr. Coletta didn't file a brief, didn't order the transcript, didn't file any brief. When we got to oral argument in front of Judge Thomas Street, the city's position is that the case needed to be dismissed because Mr. Coletta didn't follow the court order and the scheduling order that required him to get a transcript and then file a brief. The court ruled from the bench that to dismiss the case. Unfortunately, the court didn't actually issue the order dismissing the case until just last week, although the decision had been made several months ago. I think it was back in the winter, last winter. So it had been kind of sitting around since February, March, something like that. So, that's kind of the city's position here, is that the board's really already decided this case. Again, it is a different appeal. It's under a different case. It was a different case file number that was issued when this new violation was issued, but it's the same violation. And again, I think it was issued while this case before this board was still
Well,
pending.
let's do this. Let's hear from Mr. Coletta. Mr. Coletta, what is your position? Is this the same violation? That's same condition as being cited over and over again?
The sticker they put on the door of garage 19 said that same thing as he's saying.
But I'm asking you, is this the same condition that's being cited over and over again?
Garages are storage, and that's all they've been. And here's pictures the other day.
Okay, wait, before
Okay.
we get there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to ask so if you believe that the violations that you've gotten this time are for a different condition? Or you think it's for the same condition that was noted before?
Said people were working on a car, but it wasn't from my garage.
Okay, all right. Mr. Rowder, are you prepared to proceed with the witness and evidence in this matter?
I'm not sure that the city's witness is here right now. I'm pulling up the thing.
Okay,
Just a sec.
Could I say something?
not yet. You will in a moment. Just give me a
All right,
moment.
thank you.
What I'd like to do, Mr. Rowder, is to proceed with putting the facts on the record and hearing your witness and your evidence and seeing the violation notice itself. And then, Mr. Coletta, we'll hear from you, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's proceed.
Okay. With the board's permission, I'd like to share my screen.
Yes, please.
All right. Can everybody see that then?
Yes.
Okay. This first page is the try to have a bigger view here. Okay, this is first section is just the appeal that was filed. Sorry, this is just the appeal that was filed. And I just want to indicate it's showing. Inspector, do you recognize what this is that I'm showing here on the screen?
We don't have the witness sworn or
Oh,
anything.
I'm sorry. Inspector, please state your name and spell it for the record.
Yes, Inspector Brandon Banks, B-A-N-K-S, first name Brandon, B-R-A-N-D-O-N.
Okay, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to help you God?
I swear.
Thank you.
Sorry, Inspector Banks, what is your position with the city?
Yes, I'm a court inspector for the Department of License and Inspection,
Okay, how long you been working for the department?
approximately 2 years.
Okay, and in the course of those duties, have you become familiar with the property at 2526 South 64th Street?
Yes, well, I wasn't the original inspector that wrote the case. I recently re-inspected the property last week, I believe.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm showing a document up on the screen. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
This is a violation notice in order to correct.
Okay, and what is the violation that's cited?
From what I can see, this is a obtain change of use permit and to operate as a auto repair shop.
Okay, thank you. And this is actually just a cleaner copy of the same thing.
Actually, if you could blow that up a little bit so we can,
All right, is that better?
yes.
Okay. And when was this violation issued?
This looks like October 8th, 2024.
Okay. Gonna go ahead to the next. And do you see the photo that's showing on the screen?
Yes, sir.
And what does that show?
It's like some auto mechanic repair and combustible material storage in the garage area.
Okay, so there's a lot of tools and other things like that?
Yes, sir.
And maybe some tanks there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is this showing?
This actually shows a cease poster that was issued by the department on the exterior front of the garage.
Okay. Now, the particular use that they were cited for doing auto repair, is that permitted at this property without a permit?
No, it isn't.
And would they need to get a new zoning permit for that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna, let me see if I can.
Mr. Ronald, also, I noted there were multiple garage doors in the photograph. Are they all the same address?
Yes,
And they all operated, owned by the appellant?
to the best of the city's knowledge, yes. We don't
Okay.
have, we have the property listed as a single address. They're not condoized, they're not separate
Okay.
units. Yeah. Sir, Inspector, I'm showing you another document here. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, this is a violation notice in order to correct.
Okay, and when was that notice issued?
This was issued 6/3/2023.
Okay, and what were the violations for that?
Again, obtain zoning to operate an auto repair business out of the garages, to obtain a certificate of occupancy, and also to remove the tires, car parts, oil containers, and all other items that were located in the garage.
Okay, so the current violation doesn't mention lack of CO or removing tires, does it?
No, sir.
Okay, so we're currently just cited them for the zoning violation?
Yes, sir.
And again, this is for the board. I'm just showing this is the appeal that was taken from that violation last year. That appeal. I'm sorry, that was this appeal, sorry. And I'm sorry, this, you'll see here, this is the board's notice of decision from what was MI 2023-003741 or H, the case number, your case number, HA 2023-002934. Notice of decision was September 24th, 2024, and it was marked city affirmed. So, Inspector, you said you did go out to the property recently,
Yes, sir.
and what did you observe?
Business was non-operational. Garage was closed. No activity at the property.
Okay, did it, was the poster still up?
Poster has been removed.
Did the city authorize the removal of that poster?
I'm not aware of that.
Okay. So at the time you went out, you weren't able to confirm whether the auto repair was still taking place?
That is correct.
Okay.
What date was that inspection?
I believe it was last week.
If I can pull it up.
Tuesday.
Okay, wait a minute. See, he has to come from him.
Want to make sure the dates is correct.
Sure, I can find that if you give me a moment.
So it looks like September 18th, 2025.
Okay.
And just for the record, Inspector, you're currently, just to refreshing your recollection by looking at the city's Eclipse records.
Yes, sir.
And the Eclipse is the system that licenses and inspections uses to track permits and licenses and inspections and things like that.
That is correct.
Okay. And that, so these records that you've reviewed, are those records that are typically part of the regular order of business at the department?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And as far as you know, has anybody, did you ever have a conversation? Did you ever meet the appellant?
No.
Okay. And as far as, is there any record of anybody reaching out to the department asking for an inspection or saying that, you know, everything's been corrected?
No, sir.
Okay, so the inspection that took place on the 18th, that was just done for purposes of this hearing?
Yes, that was a pre-court inspection.
Okay, thank you. I have no further.
Okay, I do want to know, did you do an interior inspection at the time?
No, sir. I was unable to enter the property. It was closed and
Okay.
no activity was happening at the time.
Okay, the images that you were showing earlier, Mr. Rada, were those of the prior inspection, the interior photos?
Let me pull that back up.
Yeah, the ones you submitted earlier.
Or do you believe these were taken at prior inspection?
That was at a previous inspection.
We don't see them.
Yeah, let me.
And I just want to know if they were the basis for the 10-4-24 violation.
I believe so.
Are there any date stamps on those?
I do not see date stamps on these photos. However, one of the photos, this one here, you can see that is the picture of the cease, and that's the 10-4-24, which is this one.
Okay, all right, thank you. Mr. Coletta, do you have any questions for the inspector?
Yes, I do. You were out on the 16th, actually. Is that true? I took pictures of you on the 16th. I have pictures of you.
I would object right now.
Okay, wait a minute.
Well, I'm asking him if this is.
Well, just you can ask him if he was there on the 16th.
Well, he said the 18th.
Okay, but ask him if he was there on the
Were you
16th.
there on the 16th or the 18th?
Okay, no. Okay, just ask him and he'll have to respond
Were
to
you there
you.
on the 16th?
I was there on the 16th. Input must have been done on the 18th.
What was done?
Inputting the information into the system.
Oh,
must
the
have-
input.
The input must have been recorded on.
No,
the
that
18th.
makes sense.
Okay,
That makes sense.
any additional questions?
No, except there's nothing going on in the garages now.
Okay, you can give that testimony in a moment.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that you had a chance to cross-examine the inspector. Any additional information, Mr. Roder?
None at this time. Again, if the board likes, I can present some of the additional information from the prior hearing that was had in the matter.
Well, no, I mean, this hearing, you basically have presented information via the photographs that show a setup for repairs. And so the issue is whether or not that's a violation, and the city's arguing that it is. We want to hear now from Mr. Coletta, get his perspective on what was happening back in October of 2024. Okay, so why don't you share your understanding of what's going on, sir?
When they took the picture you saw up on the screen, that's parts and tools stored in that garage. That guy has a mechanic shop.
Okay,
He puts tools and parts in that garage. If you bring the picture back up, you can see.
okay, so.
He does no work there.
Okay, but so your testimony is that is he a owner or a tenant?
No, he's a buddy of mine that just stays there.
Well, he stays in the garage?
No, he keeps his stuff in the garage.
Okay, so a friend of yours, you give him permission
That's correct.
to store compressors and other repair tools in the
Tools
garage
And parts.
and parts. Okay, and so the issue is how is it zoned? What's the zoning?
Zoned for storage, and in fact, the violation states not to work on vehicles because it would have to be zoned for that, or put it back to the original use of storage.
Do we have a current, any record of the current zoning status? Does anyone have that?
Well, I have it for 50 years, 49 to 59
Well, I
years.
just want to hear what the current zoning status
The
is.
current zoning is for storage.
For storage of, does it say?
And if there's a way for me to give you these.
Wait, just one minute, just one
Okay,
minute.
I'm
just one
sorry.
minute.
So the existing use of the property predates the current system, so we don't actually have a zoning permit on file. However, I think the city is not contesting
Mhm.
that it has at least a non-conforming use for storage. that predates the requirement to have that zoning permit. But it doesn't have a non-conforming use that would allow it to do auto repair.
Okay. Okay, all right, sir. And continue with anything else you want to give us?
I will not allow auto repair there.
Okay,
I never allowed auto repair there. And then there was some going on about a year and a half to 2 years ago from a few people. And then there's an apartment building that our family used to own across the street. They're lining up cars, changing oil and everything, where there's 24 units. And we sold it, it's like 8 years ago because of that.
okay,
In the parking lot of the apartment units, they were doing mechanical work. We
Okay.
sold the building, that was one of the reasons.
okay. And so currently, no mechanical work is being done at
None.
your, how many of the garages are occupied?
9 of them is our family for parking
Uh-huh,
because we live a half a block away.
okay,
And the rest is friends of ours that are storing stuff.
okay. How many garages altogether?
There's 20.
20 garages?
And I've had them 49 to 51 years.
Okay,
And they've always been storage and storage, if it's car parts or tools, that's storage.
okay.
That's,
I don't think the violation is written against that. The issue is, Mr. Ryder, please, if you want, actually, why don't you cross-examine based on his
No,
testimony?
but he put a picture up there of the man's stuff. Jose's stuff was stored in that garage. If you can bring that picture back up.
Yeah, we saw that, yeah.
That, it's just his stuff stored in there.
Okay.
He has a mechanic shop on Elmwood Avenue with 3 huge bays, but he puts his stuff there so it don't get stolen, only in that one garage.
Okay, all right, Mr. Ryder, any cross?
Sure, just briefly, Mr. Coletta, did you take down the cease operations poster?
No, I did not.
Do you have any idea who might have done
I
that?
have no idea.
Okay, but it is not there.
It is not
Currently.
there. It lasted about a week.
Thank you. I don't have.
Anything else?
No, I mean, I suppose what the city could suggest here is because we weren't able to do an interior inspection, if the board wants to, we could continue this for reinspection arranged with Mr. Coletta so that we can get into the units and see if in fact the auto repair has finally ceased.
Okay, that's okay, just want a couple additional things. Anyone else have a question before we move on? Anyone else? Okay, Mr. Coletta, I know that you have a pending,
I'm in good shape.
okay, but you have
I can beat this so I can keep fighting the city.
okay. But it's obvious you're in some level of discomfort. And so the concern here, the recommendation from the city is that we continue today's hearing to allow for an interior inspection. And when would you be available for something like
Well,
that?
I disagree to that because the inspector was out on the 16th and he could see nothing's going on. They can keep monitoring it and nothing's going on.
No. What the council for the city is asked to do is to work with you or someone in your family to have an interior inspection done. Would that,
It's not a rental property.
I didn't say it
They
was.
don't have jurisdiction to do that. And there is no mechanical work.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, did you say you don't have jurisdiction
No.
to do that?
It's not a business or a rental property at all.
But you own the property.
I do.
So you have the right to allow for an inspection because you are the owner, correct?
I disagree to that, but if you say
No,
say
that's
so,
the law.
Okay.
You can allow us.
Is it a mandate or the law?
No, we're requesting that for verification to provide
I
proof for
understand
what
what you're
you're
saying.
saying.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Ryder, Mr. Coletta, is it your position that you won't permit an interior inspection?
I mean, I'll open the doors and let them look in.
Okay, all right. So if you're willing to do that, the issue just becomes timing. If you're headed, you noted earlier that you were preparing for a medical procedure,
4
so,
a.m. tomorrow morning.
okay, so we're thinking probably another 30, 60 days for that would occur.
That's fine.
Okay,
I would like longer than that because this is bad what I got.
understand. So unless I'm getting some different signals from council,
We're going to continue it with regard to the testimony. Are we going to preserve the testimony?
we'll
Now, that was
preserve-
I want to make sure we put on the record what we're going to do.
Yeah,
with
we're
regard to that.
preserving the testimony. We will continue for 90 days.
Sure. And,
Okay.
and the city would reserve the right to introduce new evidence from that inspection.
Yes,
If
if that is,
necessary.
yes,
if-
absolutely. That's the purpose of doing the interior inspection. Okay, sir, so we'll give you 90 days. If there any reason why you believe that you're not prepared to come back in 90 days, please contact
We
Mr.
can't have,
Rotter.
we can't have more than 90 days.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
getting
saying to you.
Major surgery, maybe we could go 120 days or something.
Okay, 120
That's-
days.
120 is fine.
We'll do 120 days. Okay? So for today, the hearing is continued for 120 days. Okay? With the best of luck to you, sir, in your surgery.
If I'm dead, somebody will take over.
Okay, we'll think positive thoughts.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, what's our next matter?
Moving to number 41 on the list, HA 2024-004-705 for 425 Longshore Ave, Amir Muhammad.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell for the city.
Good afternoon.
Mi-
Amir Mohammed, are you present?
Mr. Muhammad was here. We worked the matter out.
Okay.
We have an agreement for a city affirm with a $150 fine. I have a signed copy of the agreement. I will send it to the board later this
Okay.
afternoon or tomorrow.
Okay, city affirm $150 fine?
That's correct.
Thank you.
I just wanted to call the board's attention that case number 18 has not been resolved. I think we're moving on past that on the list.
Okay, let's
So-
do this. Okay, well, you want to call that one? Okay.
Bringing your attention to case number 18 on the list, HA 2024-004-537 for 4825 Haverford Ave, Nathan Pasha.
What number is that?
Number
Case
18.
Okay, let's proceed. Who's here?
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city.
Okay, do we have Nathan Pasha? Nathan Pasha, Pasha, regarding 4825 Haverford Avenue. Nathan Pasha. Please confirm service.
Appellants listed 2329 Emerald Drive in Jonesboro, Georgia for their mailing address, and notice of today's hearing was mailed to that same address on August 4th, 2025.
Okay, no one's responding. What is your pleasure?
Hearing no response, the city requests city affirm for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
3:27 PM.
3:27 PM. Already, we will poll the board regarding HA 2024-004-537, 4825 Haverford Avenue. Nathan Pasha, city, this matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Number two.
Moving to item number 2 on the list, HA 2021-001-595 for 810 West Roosevelt Boulevard, Louis Ventresca.
Okay, Mr. Ventresca, are you present? Mr. Roder?
Well, he was present before. Actually, is that him on iPhone 4?
Yes, yes, that's him.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yes, because there was a difficulty getting him on camera before.
Okay,
And.
Can you see me now?
I can see you.
yes.
So you may recall that it was originally a preliminary matter because we were trying to determine whether the appellant needs to be represented by counsel. The property is owned by an LLC. And while I believe Mr. Ventresca is associated with the LLC, that that they will need to be represented by counsel.
Okay, Mr. Ventresca, the violation was written to the owner of the property, I take it, correct?
Yes.
Which was the an LLC, yes.
Okay, given that fact, you're required to have an attorney represent your interests at the hearing.
Oh, I did not realize that. I just thought I can because I'm a managing partner of the LLC. I thought I could represent it.
Now, on the violation notice, if you read closely, it'll indicate that if you're owned by an LLC or other corporate entity, it must be represented by legal counsel. And
I
so
apologize.
this is the second listing for this matter. We're going to continue for a short period to allow you to secure counsel, but it must be heard. The third time, if you aren't prepared, we're going to rule anyway.
No, I'll be ready. I apologize. I'll be ready.
And the city would note for the record, actually, most of the violations have been corrected. I believe they need to submit the application to get the final inspection for the certificate of occupancy. And I think there was maybe one other small item that was still open for this case. There have been other violations that were issued after this appeal that are not related. But to resolve this appeal, I think he just needs to apply for this. If they haven't already applied, they need to apply for the CO. So that the city's fine with the continuance.
Okay, this matter be continued, sir, to allow you to secure an attorney. And please have your attorney reach out to Mr. Roder. There may be a way to resolve this without having to come back.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Chairman Woodson, this would be a third listing?
Yes, so noted. Must be heard. Yeah.
Thank you.
How long you said, or you'll let me know?
It's going to be a short continuance. We don't have the date in front of us.
Okay, I'll be ready.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
I believe that concludes my business today.
Have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, what's our next matter?
Moving to case number 31 on today's list, HA 2024-004627 for 5122 North 11th Street, Roxanne Barkley.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia for this matter.
Good afternoon. Is Roxanne Barkley present? Roxanne Barkley. Anyone present representing the interest of 5122 North 11th Street? North 11th Street. Anyone present? Okay, hearing no response.
The city would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what's the status of service?
The appellant listed 5122 North 11th Street on their appeal application, and notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on August 4th, 2025.
Okay, what time do we have, Mr. Pettit?
3:31 PM.
3:31 PM. Thank you very much. We will now pull the board regarding HA 2024-004627, 5122 North 11th Street, Roxanne Barkley. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
I believe that takes us to number 43 on today's list.
43, okay.
HA 2024-004711 for 1621 Greg Street, Natalia Zaslevsaka. So ZASLAVSKAYA.
Okay. Anyone present representing the interests of 1621 Craig Street? Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Board. I am Alana Larson for the City of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon. Anyone present representing the interests of 1621 Craig Street? Anyone present? Natalia Zaslap? Yeah. Anyone present? No one responding. What's the status of service?
Appellants listed 1621 Greg Street on their appeal application, and notice of today's hearing was sent to that same address on August 4th, 2025.
Okay, thank you very much. The time, Mr. Pettit?
3:33 PM.
3:33 PM. We will pull the board regarding HA 2024 4-004711, 1621 Craig Street. Natalia, I'll spell the last name, Zaslavskaya. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much. What's that next matter?
That should bring us to item 56 on today's list, which is HA 2024-004938 for 350 West Sedgley Ave. Amaris Rodriguez, Amaurys Rodriguez.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell for the city.
Afternoon, Ms. Pacho. Is Mr. Rodriguez present?
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, I guess a few questions. Are you comfortable, sir, representing yourself in English?
my nephew is with me right now. If he can translate it, but
Okay, see, okay. What we will need to do, sir, though, is have an official translator assist you in this matter. We're not permitted to use a family member for that purpose. And so we'll hear from the city in a moment, but I'm suggesting to you that we may need to continue this matter to allow us to bring in an interpreter.
Okay.
Administrator, do we have anyone currently standing by as an interpreter? Okay, I'll hear from the city.
I don't have an objection.
Okay. What language do you speak, sir?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Yep.
All right, before we make a decision in this matter, is noted as an intent to cease. The city, is that still not a problem for you?
I'll defer to my inspector, but I don't believe it is. It's fine.
Okay, all righty, and we will have to, at the same time, Mr. Rodriguez, determine who is the proper person. Are you the owner of the building?
Not rent.
Okay, all righty. So we'll have an interpreter here to help us untangle this when we reschedule the matter, okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So we
Thank
will
you.
need to continue today's case and reschedule. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good afternoon. Anything else?
That appears to be everything.
Okay, it appears that we've gotten through the whole list today. Thank you, everyone, for participation. Please have a good afternoon, and we will see you at the next hearing.
Have a nice day.
Good night.